In life, we all encounter obstacles, and those obstacles come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. The question is, how do we handle those obstacles? Do we attack them head on, or do we allow them to make us quit? Welcome to the No Quit Living podcast, where we aim to motivate and inspire listeners to never give up on themselves, their dreams, or their goals. We will interview successful people from all walks of life as they share their no-quit stories when they had the choice to give up or give in, but they didn't. We thank you for listening, and we hope to be that jolt of positivity as you go for your greatness. Welcome to episode number 231 of the No Quit Living podcast. I'm your host, Christopher J. Worth, and today's theme of the day is bitter or better. I'm not exactly sure where today's quote of the day originated from, but it is something that I've been saying to myself often. You can be bitter or you can be better, but you can't be both. Today's episode is sponsored by the good people over at West Fair Communications, who publish the Westchester County Business Journal and the Fairfield County Business Journal. These newspapers do a wonderful job in covering all aspects of the business world within two of the most influential markets in the New York metropolitan area. You can also take advantage of their daily news feeds, which keep track on the companies and thought leaders in these important regions. For more information, take a look at www.westfaironline.com. Trust me, once you start reading, you won't quit. I wanted to say a very special thank you and welcome back as we took a brief hiatus at the end of the summer, but we are back now and we're ready to go. We have plenty of new content to release, and we are ready to rock these last 4 months of 2019. It honestly feels like it was just yesterday when I was putting together my vision board for 2019. But September is now here, and I hope everybody is ready to make these last 4 months of the year your best of the year. Many of our listeners probably know that I've personally struggled these past 2 years with some very challenging times. Now, I would be lying if I said that I handled these struggles perfectly, because I haven't and I didn't. Far from it, actually. One of the best parts about hosting this podcast is that I'm constantly learning from our amazing and incredible guests. If you could see me while I'm conducting these interviews, I am writing nonstop and taking notes. Whether it's an idea, a concept, a book, or something to try myself, I'm always being pushed and challenged by our guest to both be and do better, which is why I decided to title today's episode Bitter or Better. During these past 2 years, there were times that I was definitely bitter. I was upset, I was disappointed, and I felt that I didn't deserve the challenges that I was facing. One day a couple weeks ago, as I was going through some notes and getting ready to review a podcast, I realized that my guest didn't quote-unquote deserve their challenges either. Cancer, attempted suicide, death of a loved one. Nobody deserves any of that. It was at that moment when I decided I had one very simple choice. I could choose to be bitter and go down the woe is me road, or I could figure out a way to take all this and use it in a positive direction to make me better. How exactly I was going to do that, I wasn't sure. But I did know that nobody was going to make it better for me, and it sure as all heck wasn't going to get better by itself. I know many of our listeners are facing challenges, obstacles, and setbacks that can be both daunting and difficult. Making a decision to try and be better versus bitter doesn't automatically make everything immediately perfect, but I do believe it is the most important first step. You can't go back to yesterday, last week, or even last night, but you can start right where you are today, right now. Now, I want to be clear, and I want to make sure that all of our listeners know that getting upset, being disappointed, or feeling overwhelmed at times is 100% natural. I definitely felt those emotions myself. But at some point, you need to make a decision to move forward. Now, it's not easy, and it never will be, but it definitely is possible. The two words bitter and better are so close with only a one-letter difference. But that one-letter difference can make a huge change. I challenge you today, no matter what you are facing, and no matter what obstacles lay ahead or in front of you, when you are given the choice to be bitter or better, choose better. You can take what is right in front of you and allow it to make you a better person, or you can allow it to tear you down. Don't leave that choice up to fate. Every test and every challenge we face can either make or break us. The choice is ours, whether we become a victim or a victor. Our struggles can either stifle us or strengthen us. So as you go for your greatness today, I would like to end this episode with a quote by Roger Crawford. Being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional. And lastly, to our listeners, thank you. We truly appreciate your time and we hope our episodes inspire you to keep on attacking life and never giving up. To quote Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, it's always too early to quit.